In the wake of a total blackout in the days after Hurricane Ida, the New Orleans City Council's Utility Committee voted unanimously Wednesday to launch investigations and audits of Entergy New Orleans, the monopoly power company they regulate. The council members challenged Entergy New Orleans CEO Deanna Rodriguez on a number of issues.
Can you tell me how much money you've spent on upgrades and hardening of transmission systems versus just repairing them?
No, I can't tell you that right now, and I assume that will be part of the investigative process. So
the committee voted to ask state and federal regulators to launch their own investigations of Entergy Louisiana's transmission lines, hoping to find out why a rusty transmission tower collapsed in Avondale, cutting off one of the 8 main transmission lines into the city.
And so many times when we see rusty old things, we feel like it's been abandoned.
That's right. That's right. And it could well work, right? But I think it's important for us to go through that investigative process and provide that information to you.
Entergy New Orleans Vice President Courtney Nicholson said Entergy looked into putting more of its lines underground and found it did not lead to more reliability.
Undergrounding isn't necessarily the silver bullet that it sort of intuitively seems like it would be.
But Councilwoman Kristen Palmer pushed back.
But I also think that we needed to have, again, a third party to do this and not Entergy, because I do think that this is one of the solutions that we have to be looking for. If Entergy had buried one neighborhood a year since we've been requesting this, we would have had 10 additional neighborhoods that would have had underground lines. Because I don't buy y'all's answer on that, so thank you.
Rodriguez acknowledged communication failures, but she defended her company's overall performance, especially its use of a new $210 million power plant to get First Light back to the city 2 days after the storm blew through.
This very small plant located in New Orleans East played a huge role in getting the power back on.
Jesse George from the Alliance for Affordable Energy testified that the plant actually failed because Entergy had promised it would black start if all outside power was lost.
A false promise. By Entergy's own admission, the plant could not safely fire up without restoration of transmission from Slidell, which took several days to accomplish.
The council committee also passed non-binding resolutions, including one asking Entergy not to implement new rates in November, even though the council already approved them and Entergy agreed to wait a year because of the pandemic. David Hammer, Eyewitness News.